Okay, I just shot this guy. Beautiful day in October. I flushed him once in the same, pretty well the same spot earlier. And I came back about an hour and a half later and I managed to get him. So we'll take a look at this guy and clean him up and see what we can see. All right, the gun out of the way. So this is a ruffed grouse. Partridges are called. I don't know, the slang word or whatever you want to call it. Beautiful bird. Awesome colors. A little bit of shot feathers there, but just a beautiful bird. The rump's all nice. The tail, it's got a solid black band across it. So that usually means it's a male. And there's two different colors of ruffed grouse. There's a gray and there's a, like this color here, a brownish red. And if the black band is broken, so if there's a feather with no black on it, or two or three, that generally means it's a female. I don't know if that's 100% true, but that's what we go by anyway. Also, the males will have more black feathers on the ruff around their neck, because in breeding season they fluff them right up. It's incredible how they look. They have a short wings, not many flight feathers. They're fairly narrow. They're a chicken type bird. They're a bird that doesn't spend a lot of time flying. They'll flush and they'll scare the bejesus out of you when they flush. It's quite warm out today, so I'm not going to pluck the whole thing. I got places I got to go and do today, so even though we got it's a beautiful day and we got lots of time, I'm trying to find a place to put up a tree stand. It's a completely new area to me. So this is basically how you can quickly clean a partridge or ruffed grouse. I'm standing on its wings right next to its body, and I'm holding the drumsticks, I'm holding the legs down by where they're thickest, and I'm just pulling straight up. This doesn't work all the time. Let's see if it works today. Okay. Yep. So what's happened is I've separated the legs and the hips, okay? And all the back from the breast. And at the base of the neck, right here at the base of the neck, birds have a crop, so birds can store food so they can eat quickly if they're out in the open and they're not exposed to predators as much. They can just eat a whole bunch and they can go somewhere and then they can cough this back up into their digestive system. So a lot of times we'll do some CSI work with the birds, no matter what kind of bird, whether it's ducks or pheasants or partridge or even turkeys. We'll do the same thing. We'll take a look and just curious to see what they're eating. So I peeled this away. You can see that. So there's the breast. Okay, it's a whitish colored meat because, like I said, they don't fly a lot. So there's not a lot of blood vessels that are used in the breast, so it's a lighter meat. If this was a duck, it would be really dark red because they fly a lot. Okay, so there's where the crop is located, right at the top of the breast. All right, there's the head, and we just pull that crop out. It's just like a sack, and it's attached to the digestive system. Okay. And it's just a membrane. You can probably see some green in there. And I'm just going to rip that open with my thumbs and my fingers, maybe. There we go. And you can see a whole bunch of leaves. In fact, it's all leaves. So ruffed grouse are mostly, especially in the fall and the winter, vegetarian. Spring and summer, of course, they'll eat insects just like every other bird. And So you look at these leaves and go, like, okay, what the heck is it? Well, there's the leaf right there. Okay? And right by my knee, here's the same type of leaf. It's just a bit bigger and a little older because of the looks of the chew marks, and it looks tough. This looks pretty young. So I don't know what type of plant this is, but I'm thinking it's something called gold thread. Oh, I hear something heavy coming through the woods. Anyway, we'll have to look this up when we get home, I guess, and just identify it for sure. But that's what they're eating. That's what this guy was eating. So it's a really warm day today. And I've got the breast here. And I'll just pull the lungs, the liver, and the heart out. Something's coming, I just don't know what. And I've got a cooler back in the truck. So, you know, birds' body temperature is usually between 102 and 103 Fahrenheit. So today is, I'm thinking, roughly 12 to 14 Celsius, which is around 50 to 52, 54 degrees Fahrenheit. So this meat is actually cooling down right now because it's cooling from 103. Okay, so what I do is I'll leave the wings like that to keep it clean, but I'm going to put this on the outside of my pack so the wind gets at it, because the breeze is just picking up now, and cools it down as much as possible till I get back to the truck and put it in the cooler. And then I've got the rest of the bird here. Okay, I'll probably need my knife for this. But here's the legs, the thighs, the drumsticks. There's the drumstick. And yeah, I've got to get my knife out, and I'll cut those right off, and I'll take those with me as well. Well, and we'll carry on doing our deer scouting and hopefully see another one, another partridge. Okay, well, I just finished cleaning my first partridge, and I was just loading my pack on my shoulders, and another one was right out in front of me, so I just got a shot at that, and I got it. And here's what I was talking about the feathers, the band, sorry, on the tail. So you can see the dark band is broken. Okay, there's a couple of feathers here that do not have a total black band across them. And this is a lot smaller than the other one. Here's the other one. So this is a gray phase. Okay, so this is a gray phase. It's an immature, a lot shorter tail feathers, a broken band. Be this year's young, and this one here would be an adult, and I'm thinking a male, and this is a brown phase. So basically in the exact same spot. And maybe this young one is young of this one. I'm not sure. This time of year they hang out together. They find their own territories. The young ones usually disperse, and they try to find places. So this could be a different adult. I don't know. Anyway, this is a gray phase, immature. This is brown phase, mature, and I would say it's a male. We're going by the band only. I believe there's other ways of doing it, but I'm not familiar with that. So this is what I'm going by. All right.